What's going on, people? Welcome to the Tuesday night special. It's the Flex and KG show. Let's go.
Come on, bro. We're here, fam. We're ready to go, bro. How you feeling, big man?
I'm all right. I'm good, man. I'm good.
Yeah.
I think the dust that I am good, but I have kind of relaxed off Twitter a little bit because there's just so much going on. I was like, you know what? I need to just watch Only Fools and Horses, the 30-year anniversary of Mr. Bean, and chill. And that's what I did.
I should have done what you did. I should have done what you did, fam.
Yeah, you should have done. You should have done what I did.
I've been tweeting, fam. And do you know what's so crazy? I'm allowed to talk about it now. I'm on Ted Lasso tomorrow. Yeah, back. Yeah, I'm supposed to be learning scripts. I'm arguing about Rashford, fam. But anyway, so I'm finally now like focused. But let's go because we got a lot to talk about. Listen. Sancho talks soon. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about some quotes coming out from German journalists about Sancho, about the situation over there. And you know what? I saw someone tweet, if you think I'm about to get drawn into another Sancho saga and, you know, go on an emotional roller coaster again, you're absolutely right. And it made me laugh. So we're going to talk about that. We've got to talk about David Alaba. Mark spoke about this earlier today. On his morning show, on his morning transfer show. And this is news. We've got to put this out there. A lot of people talk shit about United Stand and say, oh, you're putting out fake news. All we ever do is discuss news stories that are out there. Okay? So that's what we're going to do today. This isn't me and KG making up that. Do you know what I realized in the last 2 days, bro?
It's not worth it.
It doesn't matter. Like, bro, it's got to the point where I've started to understand football, Twitter, and this world. Yeah, it's nuts.
They're two different places.
Yeah, and if someone decides, they're gonna read your tweet and take it out of context, they're taking it out of context. Literally, like
all the out of context, gang. Big up yourself,
gang. You lot do you in it. So 100%. Now I think you just got to talk, and people are just gonna say what they want to say in it.
100%. So we're gonna talk about that. We're going to talk about Sancho. We're going to talk about Alaba. We're going to talk about a weird thing that I saw. This was reported. Actually, I'm going to get it up now. Actually, on my screen. This was reported on a transfer podcast by Gabosi at Gabosi. Check them out on Twitter. And it's basically saying that Ollie's quite keen on Christian Eriksen. And I looked at that and thought, no chance. And we're going to discuss that. I see the shake of the head there. We're going to discuss what that might look like. So loads to get into tonight. Smash a like on the video if you are new. And remember to subscribe. Now, Sancho, let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. Earlier on today, Raphael Hogenstein says on Sancho, no one is stopping Man United if they went out and felt really confident to say, let's do the deal now. Let's make sure we get it now and maybe then announce it at the end of January. That's inherently possible. We haven't seen or heard anything to suggest they are indeed ready and willing to come back to that negotiation at the moment. But they think that everyone at Dortmund is under no illusions that the player wants to leave, which is obviously not news. And the report goes on to say that Dortmund are still trying to do this holding out kind of thing. Going to want to see what Real Madrid, how much money they've got towards the spring. They want to see how much Barcelona have got towards the spring. And I think the feeling is that, they're probably not going to be able to ask for more money, but they still want there or thereabouts, potentially a little bit lower. Now, look, no Sancho, no party, says 808 Mo, big up yourself. 90% still on, says Rohit. And I feel like it's at a point of the season where I don't even want this to all be coming in, but it's transfer window and we have to talk about it.
And they're saying Sancho. Can I just get this right? Sancho for January. Is this what we're saying?
No, they're saying that what the reports are saying is that there's a willingness to protect. Basically, nothing's stopping Man United, like they did with like Chelsea did with Pulisic, going and securing the bag now with Sancho for the summer. So you know that one where you announced it, and, you get the deal done. They're not saying that he's going to come. They're saying that if Man United wanted to go and rumble and sign the thing, they could potentially do it. But we already kind of know that. We don't want to pay the fee. But they're saying that April times, towards the spring, is when they feel that negotiations will start happening in place for the summer.
Do you know what I think this is? Remember I said that the clubs will start to use the media to do things, to make things happen, maneuver things. I think Dortmund have looked back at their situation and said, we played our hand totally wrong. Now they got a player that's out of form, He's not really doing what he was doing before. And it's like, did we miss the boat? We could have got 90 mil potentially for this kid. They were up for it. We said no. He's upset and he's here. Now I'm gonna put something out, and hopefully the Man United fans are gonna want the club to respond, want the club to react. Now, had we been 8th in the league, 6th in positions that we've been in before, we would have looked at the Sancho deal and said, I need him. Desperation FC. Like, do you know how crazy it is? We're in the transfer window and we're not moaning because we're top of the league. Usually, don't let a transfer window come and no one's come yet. Bro, I'm usually on Twitter refreshing every player we're linked to. I have not done that. That's how you know.
That's because we're top of the league.
It's because we're top of the league, 100%. So what's happened now is they're looking over and saying, well, we need to offload this player. We're happy to take 90 mil, yeah? Or we're happy to do something. They know that Real Madrid are not going to spend the way they want to spend. Now, Haaland, there's issues because next summer, big players are available. We're talking Pogba wants to go. If you can't sign Sancho and Pogba at the same time, Real Madrid, yeah? Haaland's available. Can't sign him next. I don't know. You're glitched or you're just listening.
Chelsea.
What's that?
I'm here.
Okay, cool.
I'm here. You can't see me? Can't hear me?
No, it's nice. Yeah, and a bit, what do you call it? For me, is everyone can see Flex perfectly? I don't know. If you can, just thumbs up in the comment section or a yes. That'd be dope. Am I clear though?
On the video now. You're clear. Yeah, I'm gonna go on the YouTube now and have a look.
There you go. So yeah, back to the point is, so we've got Haaland. That's yes. All right, cool. We're cool. They can see everything's fine.
Yeah.
So here we go. Available players: Pogba, Haaland. Even though they're talking about Chelsea, yeah, I know there's talks about that, but then we got Mbappe, fam. Mbappe's available next. Like, it's crazy. There's a lot of players moving. Dortmund are saying to themselves, we need to cash in. They have to. And usually our fans, when we're in these typical situations, we're desperate and we want anyone. Now, for the first time, we're relaxed, you know? And then you heard Ollie today. Ollie was talking about Ahmed, yeah? Talking about, couldn't believe it, this, that, and the other. There's no signings coming. Like, Woodward has no plans on bringing anyone through these doors. You know, he said it to say, yeah, Ollie can get whatever he wants. No, he can't. You know, because if we're serious, again,
no one can get whatever they want right now in this climate.
It's not happening. There you go. It's like there's gonna be, for us, there's gonna be literally no movement. In this, like, if we get a player in, there's no one coming, bro. Like, the window's literally gonna close, yeah. And I think it's just clicks, sell a couple papers. But I do think if there's any noise about Sancho, it is coming from Dortmund, because Dortmund have an unhappy player. And they can't get the money that they wanted from him before. And that's a very tough place to be.
And look, his value's only going to go down the closer he gets to. I think his contract ends in 23. So a couple of years left on that. They kind of done us dirty by saying, well, we added an extra year and nobody knew. Remember when they pulled that move in the summer, I logged out. That's when my 0%. When they went, well, to all you guys thinking you can get Sancho on the cheap because he's only got 2 years and he's going into his last year. Well, last year, nobody knew. We upped his years. And I was like, you don't
No, you got. But what's so funny is the way their season has panned out. You know, I don't think they was expecting to sack them out.
He's picked up, apparently, just on Sancho, that journalist went on to say that he did start very slowly. They wasn't saying he was down in tools or anything like that. He's definitely not agitating or forcing for a move. He's been professional, but his form has been bad. But in the last couple of games, he's got a couple of goals, few assists, and he's stepped it up. Jack B Footy Mad says we need Sancho. If we got him, Cavani would get the service he needs, and it would give Greenwood a chance up front because he still doesn't get the support. Interesting there. Next super chat is from Travis Johnson. Travis says, big ups to the free seats, Flex and KG. You guys rock. KG, let me get an enthusiastic all right.
All right.
They don't come much more enthusiastic than that. One David van der Boer, that was all right by me, says, we need a creative winger, but CDM and centre-back more important. None of our wingers except Martial can create. Have high hopes for Ahmad. He can be the answer. Yeah, we'll have to see.
Whoa. We're not going to just tell lies, guys. Yeah? Wait. We need a creative winger, but CDM and a CB more important. None of our wingers except Martial can create. Okay. When? Because we can't just say stuff. This is my issue. This is why
he hasn't even been playing there, really. He hasn't even been playing there.
It's a lie. he hasn't created.
No, it's not a lie. It's not a lie. It might be just maybe saying it wrong or something. It's not a lie.
It's a lie. He hasn't done it.
You can't accuse someone of lying.
I did. Like, he's telling lies. Like, no, do you know what's happened? Yeah, I think, do you know what it is? I don't think did you ask me if I'm all right? I don't know if you asked me if I'm all right, but then, like, or if I've got over stuff, yeah, I'm triggered, fam, because like, even I try to stay away from all Man United conversations because I've met a lot of pricks in the last few days, yeah, and I just want people to just say stuff like, say the right thing. That's all I want. That's all I want. Yeah, sorry. So there'll be moments when I just go off. If a name is mentioned, yeah, I'll just go off. So I'm gonna try my best. Don't bring up the person that's feeding the kids. Don't do it, fam. I don't want to do it today. You're an
idiot for even saying it. Do you know what? No, do you know what? This is a melting pot of all opinion and thoughts and feelings. So towards the end of the show, KG, I will ask you some questions.
So
that you can have your say. Yeah,
I'm gonna rant. I'm not gonna just.
You know what? Daniel Phillips says, KG, Twitter is toxic. Take a break from it. Let me get you into it, KG. Like I said at the top of the show, from that Liverpool result, there's so many melting pots of different opinion, which is fine. That's what happens on Twitter. Yeah. That I feel like everybody on there, United-wise, felt they had all the answers. Whereas, like, if Pogba would have scored and we would have won that 1-0, no one would be saying, this is why we're not this is why we're not that. We would have went to Anfield and won. Okay, he didn't score. If Bruno would have scored, we would have said it. But that's football. But for me, this is the great thing about social media. Like, I think Troy Deeney said it best on TalkSport one time. He was like, I promise you guys, if you're getting annoyed of it, just turn it off. I promise you, life will carry on. And that is so true. It's I didn't deactivate or anything. I just went. It was when I saw the Timberland thing as well. People just going at Timberland. He was trending, and people like he's taking samples. I went, okay, Twitter's not. I need to just come off. I need to
come off. Yeah. You know what it is? I think, and we're here. We're talking about Man United, so it's fine. At the moment, It's Man United fans. There's been a bag of fans that have not believed we're in a title race. Yeah, there's been a bag of fans that said we're shit, we're this, all the things under the sun, cussed us. Some people still got Oli out in their bios. All sorts of people. Yeah. Now we play Liverpool. Yeah, and remember, people's dreams for what this club was going to do was on the floor. Some people said we wouldn't even make it to the top 4. Now all of a sudden we're fighting. Yeah. And who's got us into these places? Who is our, tell me our 4 most important players at the club, or you can actually say 3 if you want.
Rashford.
Go ahead.
Bruno.
Yeah.
And this one's debatable, really.
We can stop at 2. It's fine, but we know it's 2. We know it's 2. There's another one. Probably going to say, say Fred. We would have said Fred.
I was going to say Fred.
Now Fred's getting challenged for his position. Yeah.
Shaw's been excellent as well.
Shaw has been fantastic. That is.
But now his inform is integral. Like Martial hold up play, doing his thing, even though he's not scoring.
Yes, very true. But I'm talking about the most important players right now has been Bruno, Rashford. I'll take Shaw, I'll take Fred, whatever. Yeah, but those 2 there. Now, all of a sudden, one day, the fans woke up and said, Rashford shit. Yeah? Or this is the line, Rashford's got no IQ.
You're not supposed to be doing it. You're not supposed to do the Rashford thing now.
No, because I'm tired. My feet, bro, this is how I am, an emotional person, fam. So if I'm somewhere, I gotta get it. It's gotta leave me.
I'll let you land.
I tried to call you, and you told me you was doing big solicitor deals, fam.
I had time to do.
There you go. So it's just been here, isn't it? So anyway, yeah, we have not been in a title race. I've been saying weeks ago. It's not like I came to the party recently and was like, "Yo, we're in a title race." I told everyone we're in a race. Yeah, now we can almost win the league. Yeah, because of certain players, and these pricks want to come out and say, he ain't got no IQ. He ain't this. He ain't that. When he showed this is a kid. Had his name, let's say this kid played for another club, the amount of money Man United fans, yeah, would want to pay to get Rashford to come to this club would be insane, bro. You got him here, and you know what happens? The people that you're supposed to love and look after, you don't cherish, bro. And then you just go. And literally, this is how we treat people. And it's a shame. It's disgusting. This guy has been fundamental because we're not top of the league if he doesn't whip the ball into... Who scored that in our last game against Burnley or something? Who was that?
That was Pogba.
Yeah. If he doesn't whip into Pogba, we're not top of the league, bruv. So I don't like when people forget all these players have played their part to do stuff. I heard it's a squad. The football is about a squad. Simple as that. You coming out and saying your player lacks intelligence, your player's not this, your player's not that, is a dickhead thing. I'm sorry. That's just how I feel. That he's done far too much with this club to treat him like that, fam. It's disgusting. But anyway, I'll look after our legends because some people don't want to, bruv. I've said enough.
Yeah, he's landed. Hold that thought. Harold Ho says, I don't think this is the best comment to read after what you just said, but it's not directed at Rashford, it's just in general. But hey, Harold, free speech, big up yourself for the super chat. Our wing can't serve, midfield is wrong, centre back is shady, manager has no tactic, board useless. I agree. Transfer window horrible. How the hell are we on top? Oh, okay, I think it's irony. I hope it's irony.
Exactly.
Sure. Actually, Harold.
I hope so. I don't know, but I'm saying this team, yeah, was not no one was thinking about winning the league this season. All of a sudden, you lot got dreams and beliefs that you never had 3 weeks ago. When I was talking about this shit, man were telling me, sit down, rose-tinted glasses. You don't know what you're talking about, bruv. Now everyone's here. Now everyone's got higher estimations and want stuff. Bro, these players have got us to this point. Back the players, fam. I'm not saying be stupid. I'm saying that. And then after other people are saying, they're comparing Rashford to Dan James, bruv. I couldn't believe it. I was in shock. I said, wait, this guy that scores against big teams, like our most important players, yeah, is these two, man, yeah, and you don't value them. And then you're talking like football is a thing where players, and don't get me wrong, Rashford is offside a lot. Yeah, so I can criticize Rashford. I'm talking about it's a disrespect. You lot will look at lesser players and want them instead of realizing we got the thing here. Then when I was talking to people and trying to get down to the bottom of this thing, it was about Martial.
Oh, what a goal!
Who?
Leicester. Indeed, bro. Ooh.
Who do you want to win?
Chelsea look like they could be out of it, and Leicester are the ones up there. So I'd rather a draw or a Chelsea win, if anything. Not Leicester, but Leicester just scored an absolute.
Leicester can fall down at the end of the season. It's fine. We'll be cool.
Yeah. It could be on. It might be on. Let me see this quickly. Chopped it back to the edge of the box. Ndidi, left foot Ndidi, having a laugh, posting in. Oh my god.
There you go.
Right.
I'm just saying. So this is it. So we get down to the bottom of it. It's a Martial issue. Yeah. And I understand. So, but it's twofold. The first issue here is when you see our player getting cussed, you think to yourself, who's cussing? Usually, you should imagine it's going to be rival fans. Bro, it's all us. All United fans. Literally, all the cussing is United fans. And then when you dig deep, it's because Martial doesn't get the same abuse that Rashford gets. Martial doesn't get the same level of leverage and I'm goes, you lot are looking at it wrong. These boys play together. They're actually friends. Like they push each other on. In the dressing room the other day, we're talking about football shit. Pogba was apologizing, and McTominay and Maguire came to console him, bruv, for not scoring, fam. Why is he feeling like that? I'm saying this is a whole football thing, and I just don't understand how, as fans, we need to get it together, fam. I'm telling you, we as fans get it together, fam. If you tell me, like, you could be a Chelsea fan, tell me my player shit, I'll give you 100 reasons why he's good. And even some of them might not be true, but I'm arguing this thing. Now, when we talk about breaking down a match and stuff, I'll say, yeah, there's things that he could do better, but I'm not gonna cuss him and say that he ain't got no IQ. No, bro, it's disgusting, bro. I'm sick and tired of it, fam. I'm sorry.
Okay, listen. Okay, you've landed. Take a breather. Take a breather. You've landed. Smash a like on the video. Subscribe if you're new. We still got a lot to talk about. We're going to talk about David Alaba. We are going to talk about Oli potentially saying he wanted Christian Eriksen, and we're also going to talk about, which I'm actually going to bring up to as well. I don't know if you guys watch Monday Night Football with Gary Neville and Jamie Carragher kind of going at it, and Gary Neville was sort of saying that Man United aren't actually quite ready to be champions yet. They're nearly there. They need to sort out the right wing. They need to sort out centre half and the mentality to kind of go up to that next level. But, you know, they have a chance because the season's crazy. So I want to see what you guys think about that. Is he right? Do you think we do need to sort the mentality out? You know, there's a reason why we're not favourites, even though we're up there. There's a reason why City are the favourites or Liverpool. I get it. So we'll talk about that.
That's a good topic.
Yeah, that's a good discussion. Look, just with the Rashford thing, I just feel that, look, it's really simple for me. Abuse and kind of when we're in this moment, trying to bring him down and saying, I always knew he was this and he's that and he's this, I just think is nonsense. But KG, what I will say to bring the other argument to the table, because that's what we do here on United Stand, we look at all the different viewpoints. I think some people who are not just saying he's Trashford, being rude, they're looking at him as a player and are grateful that he plays for us, are grateful knowing that he can be one of the best players in world football and he's a great young talent. They're completely grateful for these things. I don't want him sold or anything like that. But some people are looking at it from a footballing point of view, not an emotional point of view, and saying it's all too often that he gets into positions where he makes bad choices. Now, there are other times where he makes good choices, of course, because otherwise he wouldn't have the goals and the impetus that he has and impact on games. But I don't think that you're being deluded or horrible or disrespectful or ungrateful if you have this point that Rashford is a great player, great talent. He's just becoming frustrating at times because he makes bad decisions consistently. Now, I don't mean every touch of the ball. That doesn't mean every pass, but at the decisive big moments, he makes bad decisions. And I think it's too easy sometimes for us to just go, he's young, he'll get better at it. Well, that's one side. But the other side of the coin is actually, well, he's been playing elite level for 6 years. He has these numbers because he's a good player. And if we're comparing him to the other top players around for his age as well, and just top players in general, they will make those passes. You know, that ball across the front, I never forget it, away at PSG, I think it was. He was running through, he had to play a ball across the box to someone else arriving. I think it was to Bruno, didn't make the pass. Yesterday, Liverpool running through, you got 3 defenders, Cavani running across. Harry Kane plays that pass, Mbappe plays that pass, Neymar plays that pass. Now, I'm not saying to be as good as them.
And I see, and I'm with you.
They're saying.
No, but so this is the thing. So I'm with you on that. But I'm saying that in football, we're talking like all players have a an incredible. What's the goal conversion? His goal conversion is one of the highest at the club. He's actually in top 2 or something like that at the team. So his goal conversion across the league, he has a high goal conversion rate to chances. So I understand the point that you're making, and it's not saying that Rashford is beyond critique.
Yeah, because he should be. And no one should be beyond critique.
You're allowed. I'm saying, fans, you can criticize him. I gave him the lowest rating on Sunday. So it's not saying
what specifically is your issue?
I think it's just like, so we have a group of players, especially with the youngsters, because he will still count as a youngster, even though he moves like a senior player. I think it's when you question the players, even the things, and I may be triggered by it, when you question the player's IQ and say, he's not smart enough, when he has time to think in front of goal, he can't do it. Well, it's a lie. There's many times I've seen Rashford run through and go, chip the keeper, do something amazing. I know Walcott.
Does it mean he can't do it consistently then? Because there's been many a time we see Rashford run through and miss.
Yes, but then that's the league though. That's the league. There's not how many players are running through and like you can give Aubameyang bare chances and he still missed. Aubameyang still missing. Yeah, he's got his shooting boots back now, but you'll go through stages. Werner right now, no one's going to say Werner lacks IQ. It's not coming. We're never going to sit there and say, oh, he ain't got like the guy's not showing it.
Yeah, but the problem is the only difference with that is, well, I think people look at that and look at the record that he's got, KG. Like they say, like, okay.
Record. I'm saying his record is efficient. I'm saying that he's.
I think his record's very good because of the amount of games he's played, but he's never been known as straight prolific, though.
But then just imagine so now this is the funny thing that we do. We've had so many different managers that played a different style, yeah, and each player's either gone forward or gone backwards with the management or how they've been looked after. We had the Mourinho years, one chance a game, not much is happening. We can't even get through and goal to say we need this. So we had the LBG years, very robotic, very like it was disgusting, really. You know, then we had the Moyes years. We've never had consistency, and then we talk about coaching this, coaching that, and now all of a sudden coaching doesn't matter, and he should just be better. Bro, this guy has not. If we go by the standard, he has not been coached consistently for how long? So now you're saying just become better. How? How, Sway? You know what I mean? So now there's certain players that have been at teams that have many patterns of football where you can keep getting these chances again, and that brings when it calls muscle memory. I know what to do. I know where players are. I know how to find them. This team is building and learning things. Now, the reason why we got knocked out of the Champions League and why I will agree with Gary Neville's point, not the mentality, the fact that we are not clinical enough all across the pitch. All our strikers do not finish their chances the way we need to. Martial had one. Cavani's had. There's been many a times, even the Pogba one. You're in the big games, you're going to get 3 chances. You have to score. You have to put away at least 1, hopefully 2. If you're an elite team, we're not that yet, you know. But in the league, because we're averaging 15 chances a game, we weren't doing this before. Tell me a manager was doing 15, even close to 8 chances a game, and I tell you we're lying. It never happened. I used to hoover my house when Van Gaal was the manager, bro. Like I could do chores. There's no shot on target. I used to go to games, bro, and just be sitting there. I'm in that executive lounge, bro, and no one sings over there, fam. I'm in there being me. Come on. They're looking at me like, sit down, you dickhead. Bro, I
could just picture that whole setup.
Bro,
1 second, let me get these super chats out. Bill Iringham says, our fans are more critical of our players than rival fans. We need to remove the toxicity. Some would like us to lose just to prove their point is right. And exactly. I agree with that. I 100% agree with that. My thing is just speaking for the people who are having constructive criticism. Like Santiago says here, constructive criticism is key. Too many fans tear down our players and then are shocked when they go out of form. Listen, I agree with that. Mateo Red Devil says, KG, bro, they got no chicken. All right, you're a legend.
Big up, man. And I am Shadrach. Someone in the chat was Shadrach. Yeah, it's me.
Shadrach in the place. Guillermo says, people say you can't play in moments. Do they watch football? This happens to the greats. How do you expect this not to happen? Rashford is not great as of yet. Moments of brilliance, heard of it. Basically saying it happens to the best.
Even
and
today,
Mike T says, exactly, KG speaking facts, United fans are toxic.
Even today, yeah, the media try to, and this is why we need to rally around these players at times, because now the new narrative is Bruno don't show up in big games. That's the new narrative. It's the new narrative, yeah. And the only way you can deal with these narratives is to push back, because understand the media hate us, you know. We are the most hated team in world football. You can hear it in the commentators. When the small team don't take their chances, yeah, they're pissed. They're like, he should have squared it. You know what I mean? They're so upset, yeah? And you can feel it. So it's always looking for a new thing to criticize. Now, there's been no ways in, and now we're finally talking about Bruno. So, Bruno, is he tired? He's got poor form. Well, he said, nah. He's won the what do you call it? He's one player of the month 4 times in a row. What are you talking about? He's like, he's tired. He's like, well, no, he covers the most ground. He said, you worried about him losing the ball, bruv? I tell him to try risky stuff. This is Oli. Now, Oli could be telling lies. We got to be real. But he's saying that I tell him to take the chances. We're only gonna do something if he tries to create, you know. And Rick don't want to hear that. Rick don't want to hear take chances. But this is what you have to do at this big club. I'm just saying. Anyway,
Let me go through the chats, and we're going to move on the well, a lot more to get through. The topic subjects. Christian says, "Y'all missed my inside on Sunday. I'm on my 10-minute break. Can I get an inside? 1, 2, 3, inside."
Oh my God.
Big up yourself, Christian. And I think we are there or thereabouts. KG, David Alaba. Look, I want this one really quickly before we kind of move on. Let us know what you guys think in the comments as well. David Alaba, I mean, look, he says his dreams to play for Real Madrid, but his dad, who's his agent, has come out and said, look, he's got offers from all over. Are we just being used to just up the price? And that's not going to happen, is it?
We are the original Jezzy, bro. We get used, yeah. You know that girl? What's that girl? Get what from the back screaming la la la. Who's that girl back in the day? She's from OG Nikki.
OG Nikki.
We're the OG Nikki of the league, bro. If you're trying to secure your deal, Real Madrid, mention Man United. Sergio Ramos, Ronaldo taught people how to do this. Anytime Ronaldo wanted to renew his deal at Real Madrid, he said, yo, my boy, he'll dream. He'll mention us. New contract, yeah? Even Sergio Ramos was like, wait, does that work for anyone? He said, wait, because I've got a contract situation. I might try it still. Sergio Ramos, deep talks, serious talks, renewed contract, captain's armband still. You know what I mean? So anyone like who's having a madness, just talk. Even Gareth Bale tried to do it. Gareth Bale signed a few contracts because renewed contracts because of us. So it makes sense. Alaba's on his way. I've heard who's that guy? The main man, transfer guru, bro, all over the place.
Fabrizio Romano.
Fabrizio, bro. Fabrizio said, listen, 4-year deal. Yeah, 4-year deal. Waiting to be announced. That's what he's insinuating.
Well, he said David Alaba's dream was always to play for Real Madrid. The pre-contract is almost ready and agreed since the first days of January when Real Madrid were leading the race. Liverpool and PSG made their third bid in December. He'll join Real Madrid as a free agent. So look, and then it was then in the morning though, which is what Mark was talking about, that the dad came out and said, no, that's not true. He's got offers from everywhere. But like he said, he ain't coming United in it. So let's just keep it moving. He's
already got the white shirt on. I think right now he's just trying to get probably clean sheet bonus, fam. They're probably having raw Man United. You know what I mean? It is what it is. So it's
right. Right. I want to talk about Gary Neville's comments. Actually, I want to talk about that. Then I want to talk about obviously the game tomorrow and Ollie's interesting comments on Bruno. And Ahmad as well, Ahmad Diallo. So quite a lot to get through. Thanks for rocking with us. Smash a like on the video. Subscribe if you guys are new. You lot know what to do. Gary Neville yesterday was arguing with Jamie Carragher. I love when them two argue. It's just funny. It's brilliant. It's brilliant TV. But obviously when Gary Neville was doing his Man United piece, he's basically saying, look, Man United are not quite there yet. They're not quite there yet. They're probably a bit ahead of schedule. Nobody would have thought they would have been in this position. They need to sort out the right wing. They've played Pogba there. They've played Mata there. They've played Lingard there. They've played Greenwood there. They've played Rashford there. They've played Dan James there. Who else am I missing? Donny van der Beek has had a turn out there. Andreas Pereira's had a turn out there. Right. We don't have a proper right-hand side, clearly, which we all know. We don't need to go into why, but we all know that. So Gary Neville alluded to that to basically say that's the reason. Centre back need another one. He's saying, and the belief. He went on to talk about the belief about being cautious going into that Liverpool game, and he can understand why. But the true, challenging teams would say we smell more blood. Let's play 10 yards further up the pitch. He was saying they would have played higher up. They wouldn't have shown them as much respect. Once that mentality shifts in, because these players have never been in this position before, he expects us to be there next year with another transfer window behind. So he wasn't switching or being negative. He was just kind of giving his thing of why he thinks we're not there. What
say me? I think Gary Neville's done us a disservice. I'll be real and say that some of the things. No, he's got points. He's got points, and there's a lot of points I agree with. I think the way he breaks down Man United, I think is probably a bit harsh. Just because even I saw his team, I saw his combined team with Liverpool, and I was like, how did Maguire get in there? I was confused. Like I said, you clearly watched us. You know Maguire hasn't been a worthy centre-back to get into that team. And what they were doing is they'll take in, because Thiago hasn't played for years. Thiago got into his team, yeah? And they were taking Bayern form Thiago. So you're just saying, because he's good, maybe he should play. So let's be honest now. Man United, if I went to Gary Neville and said, who's Man United's best centre-back? He should say the first name that should come out of his mouth is Bailly.
But it wouldn't be.
Exactly.
It wouldn't be Maguire.
So there we go. So that's a whatever. Yeah. And then we now get into the team. Now, what Gary Neville has to understand is this team is not, you know, when he kept telling me we're not the same team, we're different, we're not the same. But he needs to remember that this is a whole different side to the champions that he's used to. And they're not even champions. This team is not champions. However, there is a mindset forming, and that was formed from last season. You know, when we went on that run to get into the top 3. That wasn't an easy run. That was a team that said they made up their minds early and said, yo, we can do something here. Now, when you're watching the last games, yeah, the fact that the players are consoling Pogba, usually we just go home, bro. Couple man dab in the changing room and we keep it moving. Afro beats on, coach, we're getting home, and they'll send us the cool tweet. Don't worry, guys, we're going to give our best again next time. Bro, these players are not doing that. It's like, we ain't got time to worry about this thing. On to Fulham. Our next game is tomorrow. Let's go. That is the mindset of this team. So you can't tell me that this team ain't hungry for it, because if you question the mindset, they don't run towards Bailly at the end of the final whistle. When we're fighting with Burnley and then Luke Shaw's jumping in and Pogba's bleeding and all sorts of things are happening, that is showing a new mentality. The team is different. It's not what he remembers, but the team is fighting for something. I do feel that this team can go on and surprise us, because they shouldn't even be here. Now people are changing the measuring yardstick. They're like, Club and Man United's form with their kind of players should be up here. Bro, when people did their predictions of the top 4,
no one was saying it. Yeah, it's true.
In it.
That's true.
And now what's happening is the barometer keeps changing as Oli keeps doing these different things. He got, okay, he achieved this. It's like, nah, come on, it's Man United. You're supposed to go and beat Liverpool.
That's what Jamie Carragher, and that's where Gary Neville came into his own, because what Jamie Carragher was saying was that he's talking about Man United. He's talking about Man United. Come here and boss the game. And then Neville saying, mate, Scholes and Keane didn't even come here and boss the game.
No one did.
And it was brilliant. And this bit was brilliant, because he was like, listen, even when, and that was against average players, Neville went in. He goes, Scholes and Keane didn't even come here and boss the game against average players, because when you come to Anfield, it is always hard. But now all of a sudden, because we're in a position where we should be, where we're at the top, it's like, no. You got to come here and dominate. And, you know, in that type of game, Man United, Liverpool, Gary Neville has been there and done it. Like, he's saying,
it's a tough
We never did it. So what are you talking about? Keep the 2 best midfielders we've ever had in the Premier League era have never done that.
Exactly. And so I was listening to
and Fellaini and Herrera did do it, that guy, one time. Big up yourself. Yeah. That time when it was one field under Van Gaal, they did do it once, and he did do that.
Freaksy said that's a great impression. It was a great impression. I'm not.
You know me. When sometimes I get in that mode. And
you're good still. I was listening to Andy Gray and Richard Keys, and it took a Man City ex-player, De Jong, to tell him, big man.
Yeah,
I don't know. Yeah, he's like, I don't know what you're talking about. He's like, no, Man United, they should be doing this, they should be doing that. You lot never saw us in this position, fam. Now all of a sudden we should be doing this. You lot said that we're not even the top 4 side.
So which is it?
Ollie's not good enough. He shouldn't even be in the job. This is the talk that has been happening before. Now, the funny thing is, had we taken the opportunity, because in them games, it's like we had a moment, you know, that big bit of play, and I think it's the Pogba miss. You know, when we spray it, the ball's getting all over the place. Liverpool don't touch the ball. Is it a Pogba one? And then someone whips it in. I don't know if it's Shaw or I don't know who it is.
When Pogba charged
against Liverpool, we sprayed the ball, mad passes.
No, that was for the chance that Bruno had as well.
Oh, there's moments.
Harry Maguire played a wicked ball, like
go.
the left wing, and then Rashford held it up, used his football IQ to wait for Shaw to get around him and laid it off.
Don't even get me started.
I'm playing. Don't go back there.
No, I'm with you. There it is. So that's the Bruno one. Thank you very much. Like, we scored that goal, it changes. The media changed, the whole narrative, the spin changes. And it's the problem. It's been fine margins. All he keeps talking about, fine margins are going to bring us this title. And I definitely feel that Gary Neville needs to look at this team differently to how it was before. It will never be that team. It's a new generation, different style of players. They're different. However, we got the workers. The way you got vexed the other day saying, Bruno, man, look at the way he came off the pitch. We haven't had that in years. Players, we'll be losing. Players will clap themselves off, bro. On something. Bro, we're at Liverpool, bro. Get off the pitch, fam. It's different now. It is different, and I like it. I like the hungriness of everyone on the... Bro, we are in a great place. We're talking about Shaw and Tellers today. They mentioned that. They brought it up. I think there's some quotes and saying they're pushing each other. This is good. All over the pitch. Oli has put players there to challenge. De Gea is now being called... We can actually call him back to... He's back in De Gea form. You know what I mean? How has that happened? We've just bringing in the right players and making sure the dressing room is fighting for something, bro. It's sick. Oli, I'm giving a round of applause, bro. Don't piss me off.
Raven says, I think Rashford is taking too much on his own. Last year, when he was a bit more unselfish, him and Martial were the best attacking duo in the Prem. I don't know about the best attacking duo in the Prem, but they were doing their thing. I hear it was
dangerous. It was dangerous, though.
It was dangerous. I think. Listen, Rashford, like KG said, along with the other forwards, are not exactly lighting it up. So I get it. I think it's because it's been the thing with Rashford. I don't want to go back there. Is because of the way that he let that chance pass him by, because he didn't look. It's so highlighted because he does that all too often. But Martial's been missing targets all season. Cavani has shown us what we're lacking, and we want him to start more. But he's missed quite a few chances. Mason's struggling for form. We've scored. I think they were saying we've only scored like 3 goals or something in the last 3 or 4 games. Like we're not scoring much at all. We're actually defending really well. And Oli in his press conference, when he was put to him, it was Simon Stone who said, "Oli, do you need to start beating the big teams? Your Cities, your Chelseas, Liverpools, etc." And Oli said, "Well, listen, we're not scoring, but we got 0-0s against Chelsea, Liverpool, and Man City." But you can look at it the other way. We've got defensive positivity now. We haven't conceded against these teams. And you've always got a chance there and fine margin. He said Bruno's passing, just, Marcus just a little bit offside, fine little margins. If Bruno scores, he said if the ball had a little bit of air on it and it went over his foot, Alisson's foot, it's a different thing. And it is about fine margins. We wouldn't be even talking about any of this if we'd gone and won that game at Liverpool. And I know somebody who has the glass half empty will say, well, we didn't win it. And that's why we listen. And I listen, I can accept that because in life, you're a pessimist or you're an optimist. You're glass half full, your glass half empty. There's probably nowhere in between. I understand that. Yeah. But I just think for me, we have to enjoy this moment. Are we favourites to win the league? I don't think so. Do I think we're going to win the league? Deep in my heart, probably not. I don't think we're quite there yet, but I think we're going to continue to be in the conversation, and I can get behind that. That's all I want to see. That's what I wanted from the beginning of the season.
Let me ask you this question, and it's good that Ahmad's here, and it will bring this into the conversation. In our front three, and people in the free seats, go ahead, man, go for it. In our front three, who is in form as our strikers? I'm talking every striker we have at this club, registered striker, from Rashford, because someone said Rashford needs to be challenged. I rate that comment. So we got Rashford, Cavani, Martial. We finally brought in Ahmad. Don't know what he's gonna do. We got Agallo.
And Mason.
Mason. Who is actually in form in that 6? Let's not even put Ahmad in. That's not fair. That 5.
No one.
Exactly. That's an issue. So I know that everyone's saying it. None. Cavani, we can't even say Cavani because he's been on a 3-game ban.
I think, but I think what they mean with that is with Cavani, to be fair to him, I think his performance level has been high. He's just kind of missed the goal. So you can say, like, technically he's not in form, but I think he's contributing. When he comes on, he looks like this is why we need him playing. He's looking sharp. He's looking cool.
So then it's kind of like
no one's smashing it. No one's in real form. Be real.
In real form. This is one of the biggest issues that we have at this club at the moment, because we need these front three to push each other. Now, in a season, this is naturally going to happen. We had a time when the back four no one was in form, and we just had to outscore teams. We'll play in and we'll get the late goal, and we've done that. I would, because I'm just a Rashford fan. I don't want people to think I'm fully caping for Rashford right now. So I'll say none's in form. I say Rashford's had moments, same way you talk about Cavani, but not enough. There's not enough pressure because Martial's not in true scintillating Martial form when you say, oh, Rashford, sit down. You know what I mean? Greenwood is not in scintillating form when you look at him and say, yo, big man, he has to play. No players is really pushing. So the fringe players are not pushing him to say, Rashford, go and sit down at the moment. You know, and that's the issue. We need to almost get those boys going again. However, and that's the job for the management. Get them going again where, like, we can't have 4 out of form strikers. That's madness.
Yeah, that shouldn't be happening. That shouldn't be happening.
Madness. You know what I mean? Like, so those are the changes that need to be made where we'll see more from the team. But then Liverpool going through that right now. Who in their front lineup is playing on who's on fire, and what they got on the bench?
Do you know what it is? Do you know what it is? Yeah, I said this on a show the other day. I was doing a show of 90 minutes and stuff, and the guys are great over there. But the guys in there were kind of just like discounting Man United, like saying, nah, they'll fall off, they'll do this, they'll do that. And what we're seeing, like, just because you said about the Liverpool front three, who in their front threes, firing? The answer is no one. They haven't scored in 4 games. Yeah. I think that what we're seeing with our whole team, from rival fans and probably our own fans, which I can understand a little bit, is proof being in the pudding. Because City have proven that they can go on a run, play football, blow teams away, score loads of goals. It's like, yeah, City are going to just creep up. They're going to do their thing. Because Liverpool's front three has scored hundreds of goals, Salah, Mane doing a madness and that in the past, last season, recently, it's like they can do it. Like, we know that they've got it in them. And I think what's happening with us is, like, no one's seen this version of Man United this high up. So no one knows how to react, including us. So what we're getting is a melting point. When I actually break it down, we're getting a melting point of confusion, because it's like, from a negative point of view, the rival fans are like, nah, United need to get back to being shit, because since Sir Alex Ferguson's come, they're not supposed to win another league for another 30 years. Like, they got no place being where they are. That's the rivals setup. Yeah. Our setup is like, we didn't expect to be here, and now we are. What do we do? Like, do I pick this to look at? Do I pick that to look at? Do I do a KG and go step back? It's 21 and 21. What do I do? And I think that is actually quite sad, but also shows you, one, it shows you progress, but also it shows you how far away we have been, because we don't know how to feel.
Nah, bruv, the fans are fragile, fam. I'm saying the fans are too fragile, fam. The fans are too scared, yeah. Like, you know how mad it is. I said, before we played Liverpool the other day, I said we're going to beat them 3-0, bro. Do you know how mad that is? That's reckless.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. It was never going to happen.
Don't get twisted. When the game was playing, I was creating my memes, fam. So it's not like I don't believe in this shit. I had a Liverpool meme of them, like, you know, the Ghanaian guys that play lifting up the coffin. They dance to the coffin.
And the badges on the feet.
Bro, do you know, I was editing that, bruv. So that's the belief that I have, yeah? And I need the fans, like, you have to it. No, I didn't get to post it. I'm saving it. I'm saving it for the FA Cup, bruv. We're playing them soon, fam. I'm saving it for that. But I'm saying fan base is fragile, bruv. I get it. Someone say fragile, realistic. Shut your mouth, Doug Yoon, bruv. I don't even know who you are, cuz. I'm saying that There you go. That's it. That is them there, right there. There you go. Oh, bro, I'm telling you, man, 21 in 21. Yeah. If you're remember all
penalty.
Who? To who?
Chelsea.
Come on, man. Let's see this, man.
Yeah, we need a draw. We need Chelsea to win or a draw. We can't get left deep, you know what I mean?
21 in 21, bro. That is my energy. Yeah. And what's happened is Man City fans and pundits are telling what they missed the penalty.
No, it's Johnny Evans who's give it away.
Anyway, hold on. Let me get there. Chief, bruv. They miss it.
No, they ain't taking it yet. I'm watching it on my Sky Go, so people might see if they've scored it already. So I don't know.
All right, wicked. Shit, man. Here you go. Boom. So you see how the pundits and the Man City fans just believe City can win. Remember, players, they have social media. They're gonna decide to get confidence. Some players will watch this. Some players will watch fan channels. They do. You know what I mean?
I know for a fact they do.
I'm telling you, yeah. If let's say I'm gonna do like the United stand, and then what happened?
Don't know if it's outside the box.
Bun them, fam.
Free kick. Oh no! Johnny Evans is the luckiest guy. He's lucky.
Anyway, bun them. It's sorry. Yeah, we're gonna win our league our own way, bruv. So anyway, check this out. Yeah, the other teams they got their fans. Everyone telling them, yes, you can do it, and they'll believe. Now we're our fans. Instead of what our fans are doing, I'm not sure. Rashford, he's shit. Oh, this guy, not good enough, bro. I'm saying 21 and 21 with my chest out, fam. The players need to see that and think our fans believe we can do it. We can do it. We're a big club, fam. We are a sleeping giant. All we need to tell these players is, you, man, are sleeping giants, you know. The spirit of Fergie in them, man. Bro, this is us, bro. The spirit of best in them, man, bro. Do you know what this shirt means, fam? Don't piss me off, bruv, about we can't win the title. Liverpool, 30 years, bruv. It ain't going to take us 30 years. We can do this shit now, bruv. I'm mad, bruv. No.
Akil Kamal says, he said, can we not love Martial? So how can we not love Marcus? He's an incredible human. We should be so proud of him. He wears his badge with passion and pride, and he produces so much. We need to back him. Thanks for the super chat there.
We are going to win this thing, fam. And I know clip it, fam.
Gabriel,
right now, we can win this, bro.
So KG he starts on this thing here, and what he does is he gets himself going and wound up, and then he just takes himself into a realm that he probably didn't know he was going to.
No, because this is how I feel all the time. I feel like this, bro. It's the fans. They told me, yeah. Do you know what's so frustrating in the squad? Yeah, the fans told me that we are not in a title race. The fans told me we're not in a title race, and I said it weeks ago, bro. Jay just came to the party just the other day. He's like, yeah, I believe we're in a title race. He's talking about testicular fortitude, bro. Man's had that for years, bro. I've had that weeks ago, bro. Do you know what I mean, bro? Only me and Alex believe, fam, and now you, man, welcome, bro. I'm telling you,
Ollie needs to try our front six that got us third last season with Bailly, so we can see that force, not just playing counter attack and dominate teams. Next super chat here is from, it's quite a big one. I want to make sure I get that one. Where is it? Here it is. From Wasim, says, yo, chill. Our team has been prolific since Bruno. A small dip in form is inevitable. We just need to ride this wave and keep pushing the team on and hope the areas of criticism iron out. We are Man United FC, not a chump team. All over that.
My guy.
The next one.
What do you call it? Man, them are looking at Chelsea to save us. I mean, Leicester to save us, bro. We can beat Leicester, fam. If Lampard wants to get sacked,
that's 2-0 for us.
Yeah, hold that 2-0, bro. Waste,
man. Vardy or Harvey Barnes finish. Harvey Barnes, good little player, man. I like him.
Oh, now I'm waiting for the media to talk
about Lampard. Madison, not Barnes. Madison. Right. And Adil says, I was an Ollie outer, but since the Champions League exit, he has sat me down and earned at least the respect of my silence until the end of the season. I like that. Through and through support for the team, 20 and 21, glory, Man United. Then we go through this super chat as well. Everyone's saying how it's 2-0 to Leicester. Bill Ingram says, probably not coincidence that our incredible rise has coincided with KG bringing positivity to this channel. Just saying. KG knows. KG, the preacher man, says G's Colt, Jez Kel.
I'm telling you, fam. You know that thing? What's that? What do you call it? Laws of attraction.
Yes.
I believe that's real, you know. I believe it's real. Do you know what I do at the end of every year? Yeah, I speak to my wife. I goes, babe. She goes, wow, what do you want? I said, I need a film. I want to be in a new show, and I want to be like, I just say stuff in it. Yeah, bro. At the end of the year, yeah, I do a madness. Literally, like, good things happen. Yeah, we can do things if we start to the same way we believe Man City can be in this title race, and we're almost our fans are like, yeah, they can do it. Willing them. Will us, bruv. Tell our players, because Pogba believes, Bailly believes.
They believe.
Exactly. So why don't we? Our job's the easiest job. We just gotta be fans and believe. That's our job. We got one job. They play. You're talking about Rashford not having IQ. Where's your fan IQ, bruv? Don't piss me off, bruv.
They would argue, KG. They would argue that their fan IQ, sorry.
Yeah.
Comes from looking at us in our entirety, looking at some of our issues, looking at where we've been last year, the year before that, looking at where the other teams have been before that, looking at the sustainability of our performances. That's what those people would say to you.
And I'll talk to them fans and I'll say, okay, let's be real now. Pandemic settings, because you got to look at us in a pandemic. Yeah, we went into no football. When we came back, we've been winning games. Our league form, if you want to look at history, and you can't look at us with crowds and stuff because there's no crowd, bro. You got to look at us from this pandemic rollout, fam. And in the calendar year, yeah, we have not been. Can you imagine when you want to use that for confidence? This calendar year, we have not been beaten away from home. That's madness.
Crazy. So can we just take a minute, because that went so quick. I didn't even realize until they said it, because it doesn't feel like it, but it's like, that needs some respect.
Exactly. But some other fans will tell you, we're not consistent. We can't even put a 5-game run together. No, that's a lie, bruv. And this is it. So you now keep pushing that information. A lot of people miss their wins. This is the thing. A lot of people now, they always focus on the negatives. I wasn't good at that. I wasn't good at that. What about the good things? When I step into my day, I'm like, I'm good at this, this, and this, and I can do that. Even when we started, you was like, KG, one show, we'll see how it goes, and da-da-da-da-da. I told my wife, I was like, babes, I'm booking this thing. she goes, and then she goes to me, she goes, how do you know? I said, babes, I promise you, just give me the one show, fam, and we're moving. Flex called me after, hey, it's all right, you know? I mean, all them years back, fam. Not even years back. Couple months, bruv. Exactly. From the free seats, you know.
It's 100%. The thing is 100%. What I mean, if that would tell you anything, from the free seats to the hot seat. But what I will say is not everyone's good at everything, but everyone's good at something. And you know what? We have to. That's what I'm saying. You're so right where you say, like, just enjoy it. That's where I'm at. That's why. That is the reason why. And that is the reason why I literally just came off of Twitter. Like, I didn't deactivate. Like, it wasn't deep like that. Like, oh my God, I need to deactivate. It wasn't that. It was more like, I'm just gonna protect my energy, because
that's it, bro.
I'm just enjoying being there. Because you know what? For me, the way I look at it is, since doing fan content, I'm going into my 4th year now.
Come on, drop a bomb for you, bro.
Going into my 4th year. Amazing, love it. You know what I'm saying? Being a Man United fan my whole life, although according to some I haven't. If I'm a paid actor, KG, I'm coming for your job, by the way. I just want to say that. I must be a good actor. You know what I mean?
They're saying, don't listen. Yeah,
it's funny. But anyway, back to the positivity. From doing content, I've never seen us in this league position. Us as at the United stand have never been doing content with us in this position. So I can't really, although it's our duty to kind of bring in different conversations, which I will. Like when you was on your Rashford tangent, I'm going to bring in the other side of the argument. We've got to talk about it. But I just want to enjoy that we're up there.
Enjoy it.
And some people may say, small-minded mentality, that's not United. That we haven't had United for 8 years, guys. Like, get real. Like, we're you know, what it is we have to just enjoy where we are and be in the conversation and see where we end up. That's all I want.
And it's beautiful, bro. Do you know how much life, can be? It's so much more fun.
I'm eating a wine gum. I'm having a wine gum to celebrate.
Celebrate, bruv. And you saw me. I came onto this thing because you know me already. Yeah, I came onto this thing a bit wound up in it, but that's because I had nowhere to give this energy to. If I give it to my wife, and if I gave it to my wife, she'd like, "Oh, listen, I can't deal with you and your team today because where are you?" You know, she knows like I'm up and down. Yeah. So I was like, you know what? I can't even give you this energy. You don't even understand what's going on right now, but I'm pissed. Yeah. I've gone through the motions, fam, but looking at life from a different aspect, you know, like even I'm not even preaching, bro, but even this COVID thing, you can either say, oh, I'm stuck in the house, or you can say, raw, look here, I can be closer to my family. And actually, I'm learning things about you I've never learned before. You know what I mean? It's time that we'll never get back again. But there's different ways to look at things and to make it come out positive on the other side. And I think this is what Ollie's done with the team. Ollie's looked at these players and said, yo, the last time was in a COVID thing. We came out and we achieved something, got to the semi-finals. You lot see the semi-finals and 4 times and say failure, failure, failure. But I'm saying that we're in the mix now. We can only push on. We can only win. That's the next phase for us. Let us win. A lot of times you weren't even getting there about top 4, top 5. We knew we weren't playing these games. This is it. That's the difference. Anyway, don't let me start.
We've come to the end of the show. I'm just going to get these super chats out really quickly before we finish. Wassim, the criticism will come for Ollie. We need to trust that Ollie gets the right message across. The only guys we should be taking aim at is the board. Just because we are first doesn't mean the issues have gone in the boardroom. 100%. We can't forget.
Now, Lampard's not been called a PE teacher. All now.
There you go. There you go.
Now the media leave him alone as well.
It's ridiculous.
What's the difference?
He is golden child. He is golden child. Ayush says, if we don't come back and believe in our players, then who will? It has been so long since we are at this position, and we all just need to enjoy this. Some fans are so toxic, it's like they want us to go backwards or go back. Ash G says, the next level for this channel is keeping this energy. And Mark, even when things ain't going so well, we have a right to criticize, but not sensationalize.
That's fair.
Like that. Yeah, I like that. 100%. And yeah, because look, that's another thing that we definitely don't want to push here. The United Stand is a place where you can come and you can have your opinion on whatever's going on, not abuse. Do you know what I'm saying? It's simple. You know what I mean? Who in the free seat says something funny?
No, because I was playing Bieber today, yeah. I was doing the madness. The ball came to Matic, I was like, best DM in the world.
On that note, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Big game against Fulham. We got to win. You know, all will be forgotten about.
Yeah, we got to win that.
Yeah, because Leicester are looking like they're going to do Chelsea over. They're going to be top of the league, so we need to win, get our top spot back, and do our thing. So, we'll see you tomorrow. We'll see you tomorrow night on the Fan Forum, guys. Big up for watching. Always positive vibes around here. Don't let anyone tell you different.